What's up, Sparkman family? It's your boy Sparkman, and today we're discussing the quarter century rare and whether we believe this rarity is valuable. Now, I had a lot of opinions on our 10 video on this subject, and I loved hearing everyone's opinion. I think one thing I absolutely enjoy is getting to see your perspective on quarter century rares and just their rarity and how you see them as valuable and everything like that, because at the end of the day, we all have our opinion, we all see it differently, and I respect that. Now, what I will say is I still hold true to what I said in that video, and I'm going to repeat it here and into some ways elaborate on it. Okay, so when we look at the quarter century rare from a collector standpoint, because we're going to discuss different standpoints here. When we look at it from a collector standpoint, as a collector myself, I look at TCG Player and I look at the value of a card. I look at where it is at the market. I look at the price point, and I look at if it's falling, if it's rising, and if all of them are falling, it alarms me, right? It alarms me. Obviously, it should alarm you as well. Now, when I look at this as from a collector standpoint, I can't see that it's very much valuable when I see a lot of things being drastically falling at that. I can't see it valuable if everything is pretty much falling from each and every set. And the rarity is being given out for free. So, let's put this in perspective. A question for everyone here. Is a Starlight Rare given out for free? Has there ever been a time where you've given or been gotten a Starlight Rare for free by Konami? Has there ever been a time? No. So why do you think we value as a collector the Starlight Rare a lot? It's because it's rare. It's because it's hard to obtain. When something is hard to obtain, to a collector, it becomes valuable. When something is hard to get, it becomes prize-worthy. It becomes the hoopla, when you get a quarter century rare, is everyone feeling that way? Will collectors feel that way? No. It's nice. Don't get me wrong, it's cool to pull. But you were guaranteed one per case when you were getting a Starlight Rare case. If that, right? If you were lucky. Sometimes you were not guaranteed a Starlight from a case. In a quarter century case, on average, you're getting 3. If you're not lucky, you're getting 2. If you're very lucky, you get 4. Now, that tells me it's more accessible and easier to get. Now, what you define as easier and what I define as easier can be two separate different things. Now, depending on your financial ability to go and grab a case, then your chances of getting a quarter century rare is limited. However, if you can get a case, then your quarter century rare opportunities increases. Obviously, I understand that. I know some people's financials are not the same as other people's financials. I 100% get that. But for the most part, when we look at the community as a whole and how they buy and what they buy, most people as collectors, when they buy a set, they buy it as a case so they can pull a certain card. They do not buy it as a one box. They don't do that. So as a collector, you tend to buy it as a case so you can try to pull it, or you just buy it outright. Right? That's how you look at it. With a quarter century rare, you could buy pretty much all the quarter century rares for under what a case would cost. Keep that in mind. Really keep that in mind. Maybe it'll go a little bit over. I'm sure it will, because there's a lot of quarter century rares. But at the end of the day, you could probably get all the quarter century rares for close to what a case costs. And that's saying a lot. So, when we look at the value of the quarter century rare, how can we value it at such a high price point as a collector when it's you can pay for it without buying a case? When you can just use the case money you get to buy all the collector rares. The quarter century rares. The other way I look at this, talking about a collector rare actually, is that we view this more as a collector rare set because you technically can pull 2 to 3 collector rares per case. So we kind of understand that the quarter century rare tends to be in a more of a collector rare type of pull rate, not a Starlight pull rate. And when we look at the collector rare market, it tends to be low. Now, I get the argument of people saying this is only here for this year. I totally respect that, and I totally understand that this may go up after this year a lot. Who knows? But what I know from right now, from what the market is showing, from what I'm seeing on TCG Player, I have to say that it doesn't look fairly well. So when you look and come to me with this standpoint that I know it's going to do well in 5 years, no, we don't know. We don't know 100% it's going to do well. I don't know 100% it's going to do bad. But from what I can take a look at from previous past things in years of Yu-Gi-Oh! And things of happening now in Yu-Gi-Oh!, you can kind of get a sense that, okay, this might not really hold value to the sense that people think it will. Someone brought up the point of Haunted Mine being given out and the cards being there expensive. The highest card in there is Blue Eyes White Dragon Ghost Rare. Gold's Ghost Rare. And keep in mind, this was a one-time rarity. There's never been a Gold Ghost Rare again. And keep this in mind, it was given out for pretty much free, the way the tins are giving out Core Century for free, the way Legendary Collection gave out Core Century Rares for free, the way Rarity Collection is going to give out Core Century Rares for free. The highest card in Haunted Mine is $60, and that's Blue Eyes White Dragon. At near mint. And it has fallen, actually. It has fallen. So, you look at trends in the market of Yu-Gi-Oh! And what happens. We tend to see that if a rarity is given out for free and there is a flood of it in the market, if there's more supply than there is demand, then guess what? It is going to be fairly cheap. That is just how things work in a market. In a financial standpoint, that's how it's always worked. Whether it be Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards or whatever product is out there. Whether it be this t-shirt. If there is billions of this t-shirt, this will be very cheap. You understand? So it works like that. If there is more supply, the demand becomes less. If there is less supply, like a Starlight Rare, it becomes more in demand. That is why we see the Core Century Rare as a collector standpoint not that valuable in that sense. So that's why I say that. Especially these tins that are giving out Core Century Rares for free. That's why when we see it, and I'm going to just skip ahead real quick so we can take a look at this. You tell me this is worth picking up. $6. And these are pre-order prices. So we already know these prices are even going to fall below this. That's how it usually is, right? When we look at pre-order things, we know that it's high right now, but it's most likely going to fall. So you're telling me at $6, this is going to fall lower? Okay, so let's take a look. We have Dark Magician Core Century Secret Rare, $7 for this one, $5 for Red Eyes, but by the way, bad marketing, because this Red Eyes already has the Core Century Rare in the same artwork, and it's getting another one. Beyond me. And then you have the Rainbow Dragon, the Cyber Dragon, the Elementary Hernios. Look at the prices. Just look at the prices going out. Stars Dragon being one of the higher ones. Okay, $5 for Blackwing Armmaster, Black Rose 7, $4 for number 39, and $7 for Galaxy Size 4. Guys, girls, listen. We have to understand the market and how it works. These Core Century Rares, if they're this low, kind of tells you something. If you could pick up all of them for under $40, come on. Come on, I understand nostalgia. They want to give these out. I understand that. Let's talk about a player perspective. I've been waiting to talk about this actually from a player perspective. When we talk about it from a player perspective, you know, people like to pull rare things, right? Get out the sense of the money for a second. The money part for this, right? The PSA, the grading, because no one cares about the grading. Most people don't really grade. It's, you know, most people in this space that we're on YouTube and everything like that, sometimes they do like to grade. I understand that. But let's throw that out the window for a second. Let's talk about kids and us that don't care about the valuables. Let's just open packs for fun. Here's why it's fun. You open something because you try to pull a rare thing, right? That's why I brought up the point, if we have 1 out of 12 tins have a Core Century Secret Rare, it would be nice because it'd be rare, right? So when you have a rare thing in a product, it's more enticing to buy, rip, and open to see if you can pull it. So yes, where a rare card is valuable, obviously. But that's the fun part, not the valuable sense. Getting it because it's rare, because no one else can pull it. When you're opening a product, your adrenaline pumps because you're hoping to get something good. Can you imagine if it was 1 out of 12 tins? You'll be like, I hope I have it. I hope I get this, the Core Century Rare in my tin. I hope I get it. And you open it, and you don't get it. You're like, oh man, let me buy another one. You open it, you get it. Boom. Different story, right? Different story. That's the thing. You need that adrenaline. You need that rush of excitement as a player just opening and ripping packs. If you're guaranteed something, you're just like, toss it. You're like, man, of course I'm guaranteed it. You're not really going to care because you know you're getting one. That's the sense I'm trying to make to everybody, is that, as a player, that is a big part of opening packs too, is the enticing part of opening the packs. Not just the, open pack just for fun, because I get it, you open pack for fun, I'm sure, but the thing is, you hopefully to pull a rare card is really nice. That's what it's all worth it at the end of the day. It's like a lot of times you're just opening all these packs just to see if you can pull something cool. So the same portion applies here with the tin. I understand that there's reprints in the tin to make it valuable. I understand that point, because the packs you're opening there, that's really what you're going after, right? But the promos being brought back would have been a nice feature if they did it this way, because again, everybody, I think what we're also missing the point is that I hate opening a product the first month and being hyped about it, and then 2 months later could care less to open it again. I don't want that to happen. That has been such a trend lately, where we don't care to open things of the last few years, because it's just like, why open it again? There's what is there to pull in it? Is there something rare to pull in it? Is it something hard to pull in it? Unless it's a Starlight box, right? Then it's different. The last few years of tins, it's just been disappointing. And you can't tell me that you don't feel that way, because it definitely has been that way. Yes, you had Power Prosperity in the last tin, and yes, you had Ash Blossom and all those cards. I get that. Those are good cards, but those cards were reprinted massively. So it made it not really worth opening it again a year from now. A year from now, right now, would you open last year's tins for fun? Would you? Would you get excited to get anything from there besides Prosperity, which is also short printed? Is there anything worth there getting those tins? Is there any excitement in those tins that you're going to be excited to get? No. The real answer is no. The reason why I said 1 out of 12 tins is because a year from now, that is still going to be hyped. Yes, there will be reprints of those things, of the core sets that's in the tin, that you get the reprints, all those cards in the packs. They'll be reprinted again in other things. But the promo card would have been special if it was 1 out of 12, because that would be something to look forward to, like, oh, I'll open this tin. Maybe we get the Core Century Secret Rare in this tin. It would have been nice. It would have been worth getting a year from now. It would have been more enticing to open and be fun. It hasn't been fun after a month of opening tins. The excitement is there for the first month. Maybe second month. But it's just not there long term. And that's my problem. I want there to be excitement long term. You understand? Like, I'm not saying what I'm saying here because I don't like Core Century Secret Rares. I don't like these things, I want it to succeed. I want products to succeed in Yu-Gi-Oh! And I want to be able to, a year from now, to open up something and be happy I'm opening it up. Not like looking back at it and be like, I don't care to open this up. You want things to open up because it's cool, it's special. Now, don't get me wrong, there are people that will love this tin because you're getting all the Core Century Secret Rares, 1 per tin, and it's really cool to go shine in the sun, take photos, and blah blah, and have fun. That'll be the hype, and that's what I'm talking about. That'll be the hype that first month, right? Where does it go after that? Where does it go after that? Because most of the cards in a tin, let's be honest, they get reprinted again within the next month or two, and again within the next month or two, and then again in the next month or two, then again in the next month or two. So then the tin becomes almost no value in it. That's the problem with the megatins. Yes, it's nice to have these promos, but long term, there'll be so much supply of these promo cards that the demand for it will not be there. It won't. So what you're expecting these things to be up there in value, they're not. They just won't be. So are we thinking that Core Century Rares, Secret Rares from these tins will be valuable? No. Will they be valuable in these sets? Duelist Nexus, Battle of Legend, the Rarity Collection coming out. Will they be valuable? I don't know. I will say the Rarity Collection is the same as the tin perspective I have, which we'll discuss in another video. But will these be... Will Duelist Nexus and Battle of Legend, Core Century Secret Rares go up 5 years from now? Maybe. Maybe. We're yet to see. All we know right now is that it's depreciating in the market. It's very volatile. They just continue to go down. You just can't tell me that you don't see this going down. This was over 250. It's at 198. This was at 200 a week ago. 183. This was like 145, 210 when it first came out. This is the only Core Century Secret that has actually gone up. And it's because the deck is doing well, or the cards for the meta for this card is going to do really well. Other than that, once that dies down, this will balloon back down. It will. Look at this one. This was like $110 only like 3 weeks ago. Look at the price. These have massively gone down. The box for this was like 65 to 70. People were hyped about this set. Look at the box now. Now, I'm not saying that long term these can go up, because they can. If it's for this just this year, the Core Century Secret Rare, maybe they definitely can. And if they definitely can, get these while they're cheap, super cheap, for sure. But don't hold out hope that it will definitely go up a lot, because it's how you value something in the market. It's how you value the rarity. And when you're giving out a rarity for free, how can you value it so high? How? You just can't. It's hard to. Look at Battle of Legend. All these cards have depreciated a lot since they came out. Look at IP. Let's take a look at IP, actually. Look at this. $100 have gone down. $110 it has gone down. Look at Zeus from... Let's look at it from a 1 week span. Oh, actually it has gone up in the 1 week span, which is weird because it doesn't look like that. From when I checked it last week. Okay, well this is not accurate. When I checked it last week, it was this price, $186. Now look how much you get it for. $160. Right? Verified sales. Let's look at verified. Look at this. $160. $170. So it's going down. These are going down. I don't know. With these sets, I don't know. I don't know if it'll go up or down, but I know for a fact that if they're given out for free, like they did in the Legendary Collection, they will definitely go down, because there's a lot of supply and the demand isn't there. Look at it. This was $20 only a few weeks ago. That's where it has gone down to. And all these are under 10. And they will continue to go down, because there's a lot of them available. And there's no reason to pick this up anymore. There's no reason to pick this up anymore. No reason to. To keep sealed? Maybe. Maybe. But anything in them? Why? Just get a booster box. Just get one of the booster box, which is very affordable right now too. So, yeah. There's that. So, do with that what you will, everybody. My sense is that the Core Century Secret Rare from the Legendary Collection, the Rarity Collection, and the tins will not do that well. The core set like Duelist Nexus and a side set like Battle of Legend, we will see. We will see with that. But I will not hold out hope that it will go up as high as everyone thinks it will. But like I said, we shall see. It's my opinion. Again, I can't wait to hear everyone's opinion about this in the comment section down below. I know it's a very, very hot topic, for sure. And rightly so. But Konami has done this, where they've created an issue with this rarity. They have. Not just with it being just like a Starlight and reprinting same artworks as Starlight rares, as Quarter Century rares, but doing other things that just messes up this market a lot. Very hard to determine what this will be and what it should stay at in terms of a rarity, in terms of the market. So, but from a collector standpoint, it's very hard to say that this will be valuable from a collector standpoint. From a player standpoint, it's still very fun to pull one. Don't get me wrong. Not from these, because these are guaranteed. To pull one, sure. Very fun. It looks great. I can't deny that. They do look great. Is it better than Starlight? No, but they do look great. But, you know, there's different perspectives to look at this. But if we're really looking at it from that perspective, in terms of pulling it in a set versus getting it for free in a tin, there's no hype about it. You know you're getting one. So, I'll leave it at that. Guys, like I said, let me know what you think. From yours truly, Sparkman. I hope you enjoyed today's video. And please subscribe, like, comment, and peace out, YouTube.
I give my all. Hey, just to save you, I give all of me.